Have you ever wondered why some people have more power and privileges than others? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? This disparity often boils down to one fundamental concept: social justice. But what exactly is social justice? In essence, it is the pursuit of fairness and equality in every aspect of a society, where every individual, regardless of their background, has equal opportunities and rights. However, our world is far from this ideal. There are several forms of social injustices prevalent today. You'll find discrimination, where people are treated unfairly based on their race, religion, gender, or even age. There's poverty, a vicious cycle that millions are unable to break free from. And let's not forget the lack of access to quality education and healthcare, basic rights that many are denied. Understanding social justice is not just about identifying these issues, but also about recognizing their deep-rooted effects on individuals and societies. To truly comprehend this, we must examine it through the lens of real-life experiences. In order to understand the depth of this issue, let's delve into a real-life story. Imagine being a young girl living in a society where you are denied the right to education simply because of your gender. This was the reality for Malala Yousafzai, a brave soul from Swat Valley, Pakistan. Born in a society where the Taliban had a strong foothold, her life was far from ordinary. The Taliban, a fundamentalist group, imposed strict rules, one of which was the prohibition of education for girls. But Malala, a young girl with an indomitable spirit, refused to bow down. Her thirst for knowledge was unquenchable, and she decided to take a stand, not just for herself, but for all girls in her community. She began to voice her thoughts, sharing her dream of education for every girl. Her courage was extraordinary, her voice a beacon of hope. However, this defiance did not go unnoticed by the Taliban. In October 2012, a masked gunman boarded her school bus and shot Malala, a horrifying act intended to silence her forever. But even this brutal attack could not dampen her spirit. She survived, and her resolve only strengthened. Following her recovery, Malala's story gained global attention. Her courage and determination touched millions, and she quickly became a symbol for the fight against educational inequity. She continued her advocacy, believing in the power of one child, one teacher, one book, and one pen to change the world. Her tireless efforts and incredible resilience led to her becoming the youngest ever recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize in 2014. At just 17, she stood on the global stage not just as a survivor but as a beacon of hope for millions of girls who are denied their right to education. Malala's story is an eye-opener to the grave injustices that still exist in our world. Her journey from an ordinary girl in Swat Valley to a global icon for education and social justice is a testament to the power of resilience, courage, and an unyielding belief in one's rights. It's a story that compels us to believe, no matter how big the challenge, change is possible. And it often starts with just one voice refusing to be silenced. It's easy to hear such stories and feel helpless, thinking, what can I, as an individual, do about such large-scale problems? Well, let me tell you, you are far from helpless. Each one of us has the power to contribute towards promoting social justice. You can start by spreading awareness. Talk to your friends, your family, your colleagues about the importance of social justice. Use the power of social media to reach out to a wider audience. Consider volunteering your time or resources to organizations working towards social justice. These organizations always need support, and every little bit helps. And most importantly, stand against any form of discrimination in your own life. Don't turn a blind eye to injustice. Speak up, stand up. It's the collective actions of individuals that bring about change. So don't underestimate your role. Remember, every big change starts with small actions. So, are you ready to be a part of this change? It's easier than you might think. The journey towards social justice begins with simple steps. You can start by educating yourself about the social justice issues that matter to you. Read books, watch documentaries, listen to podcasts. The more you know, the more you can contribute to the conversation. Consider supporting local charities that work towards social justice. Your time, your skills, or even your donations can make a big difference. If you're not sure where to start, look for organizations that align with your values and interests. And finally, never underestimate the power of your voice. Speak out against discrimination and injustice wherever you see it. You might just inspire someone else to do the same. Remember, every action counts, and every voice matters. Together, we can create a more just and equal world. Start your journey today.